It's no, it's cornered and Chewy's barking at it, and it's scared. I gotta call animal control right now. Bye.
A cornered coyote sounds like a pretty scary thing. Luckily, this terrified fellow was removed without incident via animal control.
Picture of me and him.
All right.
A coyote chases a would-be thief away from a home.
A coyote to the rescue here. It was chasing something a lot bigger than a roadrunner, though. Take a look at the video Christy Trujillo posted on Facebook. She says it shows a thief breaking into her stepfather's car in Downey. That's when, out of nowhere, this coyote shows up and chases the guy away.
Wow.
You can even see the man trying to hide and checking to see if the coast is clear.
Good timing.
A scary encounter where a little Yorkie protects this little girl from a coyote.
Right there, that's where I stopped and I saw the coyote walking towards us. And I was like, oh no. So I ran, but my dog wasn't coming with me. So I dropped the leash and I ran all the way on the sidewalk and started screaming.
10-year-old Lily Kwan says her Yorkie Macy came to her defense, resulting in extensive injuries to her body. Weighing just 10 pounds, Macy barks back at the coyote while Lily runs away. Macy is now being treated in the ICU for 8 to 10 nasty bite wounds, but is expected to make a full recovery.
It's heartbreaking. We rescued her 5 years ago, and to see her put her life in danger saving my child is just, it's heartbreaking.
Lily's mother, Dorothy Kwan, says she reported the incident to the city, but was handed a pamphlet and told by a bylaw officer their hands are tied.
Education is great, but handing us a pamphlet and telling us, what to do and what not to do is not going to help any of us if we encounter a coyote that is aggressive.
That could have been my dog and I would be devastated.
For at least the last year, residents have been sharing videos and warning each other about seeing coyotes roam their neighborhood near Warden and St. Clair.
I have 2 little girls. Ever since this attack happened, my husband was saying that maybe try to not go to the park for a little bit.
This man was chased by a coyote while walking his dog only 2 days earlier.
He saw me, I saw it, like we locked eyes, and as soon as that happened, I just picked up my dog and started yelling.
The city says an attack or a bite is not grounds for removal. The Toronto Wildlife Centre tells City News this particular coyote is being tracked as part of a Ministry of Natural Resources study. They say the attack isn't indicative of coyote behavior as a whole, but feeding the animals can change their behaviors, and it's been a long-standing problem in the area.
My guess is that this coyote is not happy with its reflection, and at one point even kicks the window. Yikes. An encounter with a coyote on a golf course. It's a young coyote and wasn't aggressive at all.
That is crazy.
This tee time broken up by a coyote on the course. The guy behind the video says it happened over the weekend.
Its leg was hurt, it was limping, it looked tired. So it came right up to us. We filled up a cup of water.
Ryan Taplin was stunned. This hazard showed up between the 9th and 10th hole. His golfing buddy Dan says the coyote looked thirsty and showed no fear.
Even though it is a wild animal, you could, being so close, you could really look at it and just be like,
This thing isn't like gonna attack us.
The coyote followed the foursome for about 10 minutes at Talking Stick before it took off. Ryan says he knows you're not supposed to help wildlife.
I will hold my ground and I'll say I probably wouldn't have done anything different and that feeding a wild animal probably isn't something that people should do.
The encounter happened on the Indian Reservation, so Arizona Game and Fish doesn't have jurisdiction over the curious critter, but reminds folks actively feeding or offering water to coyotes is a bad idea. It leads to a loss of fear for humans. In the meantime, the video is going viral. YouTube, social media, it's going all over the internet, thousands of views and counting.
An insane video of a coyote that very nearly got this young girl. I gotta be honest, I was gritting my teeth when this coyote came on to the turf of a huge Rottweiler.
Ollie.
Eagles are huge, and Mr. Coyote likely knows that he had no chance mano a mano against this real-life raptor. But the coyote's persistence and hunger paid off, at least this time.
Hey, you get the hell out of here. Hey, hey, get out of here.
A coyote is very curious about a man and wants to come in to get a closer look.
Yeah, eh? You wanna fuck around, eh? You can't hurt me, motherfucker. You're beautiful, though.
A man does something I would never dream of. He picked up a wild coyote, albeit a young one, with his bare hands. Hell to the gnaw.
Put him down. Wait, don't let him go. He's going back to our house.
A wild coyote literally wants to just play with a dog.
Coyotes that people have tried to raise as pets.
But as you can see in this video shot over the weekend in Tempe, even some wild coyotes can act like a pet.
They were just running all around the street, just back and forth and chasing and playing, and it looked very playful to me.
In this instance, experts say it does appear that it was all fun and games.
You can see the coyote doing a play bow. He's not showing any aggression at all. He and the dog have formed a relationship.
And while this encounter had a good outcome, that's not always the case.
They will be aggressive when they have puppies.
In those situations, coyotes can attack and kill a dog, even luring it away from safety.
Coyotes usually eat cats, but this kitty wasn't trying to hear it.
Take a look at the cat that was having none of what a coyote was trying to do. This blows my mind. Not clear if the coyote thought that this was just an easy meal. Not so fast, coyote, but the kitty's claws clearly came out, and the next thing you know, it's chasing the coyote. This video is from Canada. It was caught on surveillance video by the Port Moody Police, which posted the things our patrol officers see at 4 in the morning. Cat 1, coyote Nada. Zero.
A coyote gets a little taste of a Yorkie and is run off eventually, but after that, he tries to come back for more.
Matt, after 2 women were attacked in this neighborhood, a coyote was captured and taken in for testing. But the man that we spoke to today says this most recent attack on his dog shows there are still dangerous coyotes out here.
So like this.
OG Brown showing us how a coyote latched onto his Yorkie named Buddy. It happened yesterday around 8 a.m. during a walk on the trail by his home. Brown had a golf club on him as protection, well aware of the recent coyote attacks happening in his neighborhood.
When I get about here is when I hear the yelp. And literally, it's right there. So I go at it, get my dog out of your mouth, dog. And it tries to get away, but it drops the dog. We all kind of get here together, and the dog goes that way, and the coyote goes that way.
Surveillance video shows Buddy running back to Brown's house. Brown finds him and gets him inside safely. Just a few minutes later, a coyote jumps Brown's fence. He appears to be sniffing the ground, possibly looking for Buddy. When he doesn't find him, he leaves, clearing a 6-foot fence.
I was so thankful that the day turned out the way that it did.
Go! Go! Whoa, whoa, get out of here! Leave my dog alone! Come on. Come on.
A woman is out and about with her horse and dog and comes across a wild coyote.
Let's go. Come, Bill, come. Come on. Come on, come on, honey. Come on, we'll get you out of here. Come on, come on. Come on, Bill, come. Stay with me.
This is a zombie coyote, which is basically one with mange. Creepy as hell, no doubt.
Sharon Trigg took these cell phone pictures after looking out her window and seeing this animal just feet away from her back door.
I had no idea what it was. It didn't look like anything I had seen.
She describes it as being lanky and on the hunt for food.
It was very, very thin and completely hairless.
I sent these pictures to Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission and was told that it's a coyote with mange.
Mange is caused by microscopic mites, so it eats up all the hair and the flesh on that animal.
Trigg says she took these pictures as children were walking home from school and she's worried for their safety.
There's children all over in their yard, and this thing is roaming the neighborhood.
In this surveillance video, you could see what neighbors are calling a zombie coyote running after a duck in a backyard. And Trigg says she found a dead duck in her yard Friday morning.
You could see gouges in it.
Other neighbors say they have also seen the disease-ridden coyote near their home and want something done.
That thing got something. Need to keep my kids away from that.
Thanks for watching. I'm Curtis. See you next time.
Okay. Do good, do great, and they talk bad on you. No need, no face, cause they're not factual. I won't stay too long here, I'm just passing through. I might hit the bank and get a bag or two. My mama asked me why you got that cash on you. Second you switch up, they might get